Hola, buenos dias. My name is Angelica. I live in Illinois in the US and I go to school just north of Chicago at Lake Forest College. There I'm studying sociology and anthropology and Spanish. I'm minoring in studio art and I'm here studying abroad in Buenos Aires for a semester. So let me take you along for a typical day. So here I am in my kitchen in my shared apartment. I'm just making my lunch for today for school. I would typically make some breakfast as well, but it worked out that today we have a meeting with our coordinator from AIFS at a little cafe. So I'll show you what a typical Argentine breakfast looks like there. But for lunch, I'm just making a ham and cheese sandwich and taking some fruit to go. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Typically, people commute by walking everywhere in Buenos Aires, so I will be walking to the cafe this morning for breakfast. But please feel free to ask any questions you may have about anything general in study abroad or about Buenos Aires in Argentina. Okay, we are here at the cafe. During our weekly meeting, we're here with Maria, the best coordinator, and the rest of the girls. We are just finishing up our breakfast and talking about our weeks and our trips, and I really look forward to our weekly meetings every week, so it has been a lot of fun today, especially after not seeing a couple people for a little bit. So yeah.
Hi everyone. After my breakfast and meeting with the AIFS program coordinator and everybody here through AIFS, I have walked to the university and I'm in the library right now to do some homework before my classes and to update some questions that you may have on here. My typical class schedule is 2 classes on Mondays and Wednesdays and 3 classes back-to-back on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which you will see today. With Fridays off, just to kind of give us an extra day of the weekend. Classes typically start here in the afternoon, which is not something that I was used to coming here. So today I'm starting at 1, but on Mondays and Wednesdays I start at 2:30, and then I typically end, depending on the day, 5:30 or 7 p.m., which is also something I'm not accustomed to. But it has been getting easier and easier by day, so today I'm going to take you through my Tuesday-Thursday schedule.
Qué lindo día, amor. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
No, amor. En Argentina no decimos tú, decimos vos.
Sorry. Es que yo necesito practicar más.
Yo.
What is yo?
Bienvenido a la UB.
Hello. So I have just finished my 3 classes of the day, and I am walking home today. I typically take the bus with my 𝗟𝗧'𝗦 card, which is just something that I put money on, and then when the bus driver charges me on there, I can tap it. But I am walking because it is a beautiful day outside. My typical class or daily schedule would just be what I showed today. So I get up in the morning, I either make breakfast or go to a little cafe, get some homework done, and then have my classes, and then in the afternoon or in the evenings I go home and have dinner and either chill with friends. That's a typical Monday through Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday vary widely depending on what I'm doing that weekend, whether it be an excursion or a trip. So yeah. I've been getting a lot of questions about my housing situation. I live in a shared apartment with 12 people. That's not typically the norm. I think the norm is like 4 or 6 people. Everybody has their own room, and we share a kitchen, a washing machine, and there's about 3 to 4 people per bathroom. And AIFS coordinates it for you, but you get to decide if you'd like to live in a homestay or in an apartment, which is why I chose an apartment. But I do have friends that are in a homestay, and they say that they love it. The difference is that you live with a family and that you get meals provided for you, breakfast and dinner, I believe, for the weekdays. In an apartment, you're basically a little more on your own.
So for this question, it's really difficult to say. It's gonna be about my 6th week here this Saturday. And I would say for the most part, Monday through Thursday, I have a pretty good routine. But my weekends have been very varied. We have a lot of excursions with AIFS during the weekends, or I've been taking trips, or hanging out, or decompressing and kind of staying to myself. So on that note, I feel like I have been having a pretty good routine. And homesick-wise, I stay in contact with my family and friends at home pretty well, so it hasn't been too difficult for me, but I can understand how for others it can be completely different. So just staying in touch and doing things that remind you of home, I think, help with homesickness. As a person with extreme social anxiety, I was super nervous about making connections here during my study abroad. I don't know, it's been very well, and I talk to a lot of different people that have had the same experience, where they meet people from their program, or they meet people that are also international students at the same university, or the people that they live with, either at an apartment or a homestay, where they have at least 1 or 2 people that they have a stronger bond with, so that they feel like they make connections here. I feel like I've definitely made a lot of different connections here. It's been less stressful and less scary than I initially thought. So I hope everybody takes this as a motivation to go, even if you're nervous about making friends during a study abroad. So I was just taking a moment to decompress from the day. I'm about to head out to dinner with some of my roommates. Some big differences between Latin America, but specifically Argentina versus the US that surprised me was the nightlife. That was something that I mentioned. That was a big culture shock, that everything kind of starts later. That means that everything ends later. So typically in the US, I would say people would go out starting at like 8 or 9 and then end their night around 1 or 2 on average. But here, dinner only starts at 9 or 10. People start going out at midnight, at 1. You know, they party until the early morning. So that was the biggest difference that I encountered that was surprising. Hi everyone. So since it's Thursday, I decided to go get a dinner with my roommate, 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦. She's one of the 12 people living in our house. But I'm gonna wrap up my takeover here with dinner. Thank you so much for tagging along in my average typical day in Argentina as a study abroad student. If you have any questions or if you want any more information about studying abroad, please feel free to click the link in the bio of this account or visit AIFSabroad.com. And then feel free to follow me. I'll put my personal Instagram here and then my abroad Instagram right below it. So yeah, thank you so much and hope everyone has a beautiful rest of their evening or morning, wherever you're from. Thank you.